Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. Today we are starting a new show on the channel. It's kind of not new in general, but it's new for the channel. This is season 3 of Ted Lasso. Now, Ted Lasso is one of my favorite shows of all time. I think it's absolutely wonderful. In every respect. I just love the positive character development. I love how, you go in thinking it's a comedy and then it's like legit making you cry, tears of happiness and tears of sadness. It's wonderful. I love it so much. And obviously I've seen the first 2 seasons in general, but I don't have videos for them on the channel. I just watched them in my own time. But I've had a couple people say they want to watch me react to it on the channel, so I figured I would at least do the first episode, and if you guys enjoy it, I'll keep doing it. There's kind of a lot of shows happening at the moment, so we'll see how easily I'm able to keep up with it, but yeah, this show's fantastic. Last season, where did we leave off last season though? So I believe they got promoted last season, like back up to the Premier League, and then Nate left the team to go coach for Rebecca's ex's team. Is he coaching Man City now? He's got like hair, the white hair and stuff. We don't like Nate. Nate went from one of our favorite characters to like the villain of the show, and I'm just like, I'm very excited to either see him, be humbled and come back to the right side, or, go further into the villain arc and be absolutely destroyed. It's very curious. This is the final season of Ted Lasso. Obviously, we all know that. So I'm very curious to see. Hey, maybe they win the whole damn thing. Like he said, we're gonna win the whole fucking thing. Like that's my dream. Hopefully, is that they win the whole thing and the show goes out on a positive note. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just very excited. I love this show quite a bit, and I'm excited to check out episode 1 of season 3. But before we jump into this, house cleaning, obviously. If you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me, and it helps my channel grow. If you're new to the channel, like this is your first time here, or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of the rest of the season of Ted Lasso. I would love to hear your opinions on that in the comments down below. And then if you're interested in seeing the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That's linked down in the description down below. Since this is the first episode of a new season, that uncut will be completely free and public for anyone to check out, and if you find that that's something you're interested in going forward, then your support would mean the world. Sometimes I post these reactions slightly early on Patreon as well, so if you're interested in that, consider checking it out. But otherwise, let's jump into Season 3, Episode 1 of Ted Lasso.
Flight 822 to Kansas City. Final boarding.
He's going to Kansas City? Why? Is this current?
Paging passenger Lasso, please report to the ticket desk.
We gotta roll. Come on. Let's go. Your mom sent you a text.
Okay, yeah, this is current, I think. Oh, and yeah, that was text to his son, not him.
I once held an entire flight to Sydney hostage until I finished the final level of Breath of the Wild.
Wow.
Are you excited to head back home?
Okay, so
all my toys.
he's nuts.
For my country's political landscape, not so much.
Oh, yes, hell yeah, buddy.
Well, I have a tendency to doze off with CNN on. All right, big guy.
Kid's a budding liberal.
Hey, a little tiny Premier League trophy? All right. I can't wait to drink champagne out of this sucker,
I mean, it's just that until you win the real one.
Yeah, wishful thinking.
Okay. Hey, I love you, buddy.
I love you too, Dad.
Yay. Dang. Way to play with your expectations. You think he's getting the text but it's actually his kid. That's so sad.
I don't know. I just
Oh,
feel kind of guilty about the little guy flying all by himself again, you know?
a whole Lego set.
You know, I remember being left at school when I was Henry's age. I ended up helping our custodian, Mr. Maher, clean half the school until my dad remembered to come pick me up. I showed up to school the next day, and Mr. Maher gave me the money as payment for the work I'd done. So then I used that money to buy him a thank you gift, but never got the chance to give it to him because, well, he ended up getting hit by a train.
Oh, that's, yeah. That's dark.
Hey, holy smokes, I love that hat. I recognize you from that show Leaky Diapers, don't I? Huh?
Peaky Blinders. But good try, Ted.
Okay, talk to you later, Doc.
Goodbye, Ted.
All right, now.
Goodbye, Doc Sharon. Who you sleeping with?
You finally got off.
Not yet, I didn't.
She's about to. Who is this guy? You will. I didn't realize for the longest time that the guy singing this intro song is from Mumford & Sons. Like, he's the lead guy in Mumford & Sons.
Bloody hell! All of them! All of them have us
Rebecca!
finishing last this season.
Well, you did just get promoted.
Well, the worst
Wow.
part is that they've
Who would've
picked
known?
Rupert to finish in the top 4.
Rupert's gonna play this year?
What? No.
Everyone thinks they are better than us.
Yes, that's what I said, they.
Yeah, totally they.
I think we're gonna do just fine this season.
Ted, this team doing just fine is a far cry from you telling me we're going to win the whole fucking thing.
Whoa!
That is, yes, you did say that.
If you'll excuse
Good
me,
plan, good plan.
I have a very important lunch meeting with one Miss Keely Jones
Ooh.
for some much-needed girl talk.
Hey, tell her we said howdy and... Yo!
Yo!
Say yo?
Yeah, I think we just.
Not a quick
I'm
thinker.
not judging.
He's
No,
not
I
a
love
quick
it. I just want
thinker.
to make sure I heard it right.
Yeah, yeah. But I feel like that's what people need. That makes sense.
Samu Basanya!
Statistically speaking, most teams who get promoted are relegated the very next year.
Shut up!
That's what happens in the
Shut the fuck up, young man.
Shut the fuck up.
This is the best way for us to play this season. The 4-4-2, which is...
4 defenders, 4 in the midfield, and 2 up front. Yeah, I got it.
God, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, Henry and I played a whole bunch of FIFA while he was here.
Wow, yeah, that probably is very helpful.
Which means they'll always know what they're supposed to do, and more importantly, where they're supposed to be at every fucking minute of every fucking game against every fucking opponent.
Yeesh. Who invented this
Sounds
thing?
very
Russians?
robotic. Probably, yeah. I love that he has this janky little car. But he is going to have this big ego when he gets there.
Make melodies for MCs, motivation to breaks them everlasting. I can go on for
Wow. God, Nate's such an asshole now. He's probably looking up his own name on Twitter. He is! Oh my god. KJPR, Keely Jones PR. She's got her own company.
God, it's like a real office up there. People typing and being awkward and everything.
Yeah. Keely's like a actual boss. Wow, that is a fun feature.
Yikes. But also quite cool.
But previously not a fun feature. Oh, Keely, why are you crying?
Hey! Hey, you alright? I'm here. Hey.
I'm so busy, I literally have to make time in my schedule to sit at my desk and cry.
And you know who else picked us to finish last?
Please don't say Adele.
Paddington Bear.
Adele picked them to finish last. That would actually be really funny. They don't believe in each other.
Pundits saying we suck.
Fuck pundits.
You were a pundit.
Yeah, and he left.
Hey, Coach, I don't know about you, but
What does he do?
feels like it's getting a little stuffy.
Balancing a bottle on his knee.
Days you want to have class outside.
What the fuck are you two talking about? We are outside.
Yeah, we are outside.
I need everyone to go hop on the bus. We're taking practice on the road. And last one in the parking lot has to eat a little bug. Everyone run except Roy. Let's go!
Everyone except Roy. He doesn't count. He doesn't have to eat a bug.
You, come over here. Come over here. Come and stand on this line for me. Everyone, this is the dum-dum line.
Why does
This
he?
is where dum-dums go.
Just feels the need to belittle people to build himself up. Yeah, look at his dumb smirk. He's like, I told him.
There he is. The Wonder Kid himself.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you believe they picked to finish 20th?
Well, yeah, because there's no 21st.
Okay. Okay. Rupert. Are his eyes two different colors?
Mr. Mannion, the car is being removed from the lot as we speak.
Ah, good.
Security thinks one of the new cleaners must have parked
Oh
in the
no,
prestige
it's
lot by accident.
it's Nate's car.
Yes, that's my car. Sorry.
Is it really?
Yeah. He'll buy you a new fancy one.
Well, I'll go and smoke some toad venom while I'm waiting, and the whole day's not a waste. Cheers.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting.
You gonna be okay to drive us back after the toad venom?
Yeah.
He'll be fine in 20 minutes. He'll be forever changed. But he can drive, yeah.
Beard has intimate knowledge of toad venom.
Dad, look at this shit.
Of course, Sam is the one that went down there.
Is that Roy Kent?
Dunno.
Roy Kent! Is that you? Get fucked!
It is him.
Get that on Twitter, son.
Yeah, they're gonna use that against them. AFC Richmond going down in the sewers, just like their chances of not being relegated. What is this?
Behold, the majesty of the London sewer system.
Wow, yeah, that's so cool.
Fella sitting next to him was watching that horror movie, It. And, well, Henry accidentally ended up watching it, too. So then when he heard about this tour, he has to go on it in order to face his fears.
It's fucking smart.
Yeah, like Batman, you gotta face your fears, become your fears.
The Wonder Kid himself. Our new manager, Nathan Shelley.
I'm very curious if he's gonna wilt under the public pressure.
Excuse me a second.
He's got to put on his mask. He's having like PTSD.
Sorry, just to tie my shoe. Yeah, next question, please. Thank you. Yes.
Coach Shelley.
This guy's got a rockin' turtleneck.
Yeah, well, hey, fellas, take a look around. What are we surrounded by down here?
Shit.
Coach.
Yeah, Jamie.
We're surrounded by poopy.
Poopy.
But if you ask me, we're surrounded by a whole bunch of poopy up there as well, yeah?
Fair.
Y'all need to make an internal sewer system within yourself and then connect to each other's tunnels. Help each other keep that flow. So if you're ever having a crisis of confidence, you know, borrow some of Jamie's.
True.
Coach Shelley, regarding your old team AFC Richmond, any idea why everyone is expecting them to finish 20th this season?
Because I left and I was the brains of the operation.
Because there's no 21st.
Hurry up, on the hop.
No sudden movements near the bus driver.
Coach Shelley, would you like to comment on the new picture of AFC Richmond that's just showed up online?
Yeah, well, it makes sense to me. But we have to train in a sewer because their coach is so shitty.
Oof. Oof. That man gave you your shot, you piece of garbage.
That nutter told me to ask the fucking earth to help me carry some of my burden.
You ain't wrong.
Yeah, it's not an awful idea.
Oh.
Yo, you see what they said about us? Check this out. Look. What up?
Better say something.
Hey, lads. Remember, it's just pooper.
Yeah.
Let it flow.
Let it flow, baby. Like water off a duck's back.
Clever, Jamie. Muy inteligente, Jamie.
Dang.
All right.
I can see why this is the last season. The team is slowly getting to the point where they don't need him.
Everyone is laughing at us, Ted. At you, at our team, at me. Rupert is laughing at me, Ted. And I am begging you, please, fight back.
Mark Adebayo, The Independent.
Congrats on the new gig.
Thank you.
What do you got?
No longer
Do
Trent
you have any
Grimm.
response to the comments made earlier today by your former assistant coach, Nathan Shelley?
I thought it was hilarious. I mean, he came and got us, didn't he? No doubt about that. Hey, but that's Nate the Great for you. You know, he's the same way on the pitch. You know, he'll find the tiniest little weakness in a team and just want to attack that.
He's just so positive. She wanted something.
I guess I'm a little surprised that's
more
all you could come up with, especially against me. You know, not one joke about me being a dumb American. Come on, man. Sitting there. I mean, I'm so dumb. How dumb he is. Yeah, all right, well, you know. Well, whenever I text someone over here about money, I still spell pounds LBS.
That's actually kind of funny.
You know, I've been doing this sport now for 3 years, and I still get a chuckle every time someone talks about a handball violation. Yeah, and not one crack about my appearance. I look like Ned Flanders is doing cosplay as Ned Flanders.
That is kind of funny, yeah.
Dr. Phil hasn't gone through puberty yet. I'm more corny than Kevin Costner's outfield.
Field of Dreams, guys, come on. If you build it, they will come.
Well, hey, how about this one? Regarding my panic attacks, I've had more psychotic episodes than Twin Peaks.
That is a lot of psychotic episodes. Backfired on you, Nate. Took it in stride. First in my heart, Ted Lasso.
It's from Mr. Mannion.
Wonder Kid. It's probably new car
I don't know
keys.
if I should open it in front of you or wait for you to leave.
It's a car.
I figured. It's all about the image. They don't want him driving that tiny little thing. Probably bought him a Maserati or an Aston Martin. Damn. It's a nice car. What'd they do with his old one? What happens if he gets fired? Do they take the car back?
Phoebes,
What talk are we having?
your Uncle Roy and I have something we need to tell you.
They're breaking up? They're getting married?
We're going on a break.
Oh no!
Which is it?
Well,
We broke up. We're too busy.
But you were both busy before.
That's true. They're just both got a lot of extra responsibility and not as much time.
And few relationships can survive a major corrosion. much less too.
She's so mature.
One of my core beliefs is that nothing lasts forever.
Wow. That is dark for a child.
Are you sure you're doing the right thing?
No, he's not.
I don't know.
Can I say a bad word?
Go on.
I think you're being stupid.
I agree. You and Keely are meant for each other.
You ever wonder why we're here, Coach?
In London or on Earth?
Both.
Well, both, I guess. But for the sake of this conversation, let's go with
What is
London.
this, red versus blue?
I mean, look, I know it's nuts we came here in the first place.
You ever wonder why we're here?
We grabbing a beer, Coach?
No, I can't. I want to talk to Henry. Why?
Because we just passed your apartment.
Hey, check it out. I put the trophy you gave me right down here, smack dab in the middle of Nelson Road Stadium. How about that?
That's great, but why is Nate off to the side?
Remember, he's not part of the team anymore, yeah?
Yeah, but you could still be friends, right?
That's true.
You know I don't like being away from you, right?
Yeah.
And that I'd only ever do it for something really important, something I believe in, yeah?
Yeah.
And do you understand why I'm still here?
Of course, to win the whole thing.
Yes.
Winning ain't everything.
Yeah, Dad, but you gotta try, right?
No, you're absolutely right.
You do gotta try.
We always have to try.
Now the universe is alive!
Whoa!
Thanos himself.
Jake gave it to me.
Who the hell is Jake?
Snap. Well, that is cool. Who's Jake?
Mommy's friend.
Oh, new boyfriend.
See, it lights up.
Great.
That's sad. And Ted Lasso is back. I think a solid start to the season. Really enjoying it so far. I like the dynamic that's being presented, right? Like they got promoted from the lower league, now they're back in the Premier League, but everyone thinks they're gonna suck. And all these headlines and everything is getting into people's, like, into their mentality. They're like, oh no, like everyone says we're gonna suck, we're probably gonna suck. And Ted is like, yo, we gotta get them out of this funk. Stop focusing on what everyone else thinks of us and start thinking of what we think of us. Like, we gotta believe in ourselves type thing. And so he takes them to the sewer system. And he's like, London used to suck. It was full of shit. And it was full of everyone else's shit. And now that there's a sewer system, you can let it flow. And everything's much better. I really like that. And I also think there were some positive developments for Rebecca a little bit in this episode, right? Like, she starts off so worried and so anxious and overwhelmed about, again, the same thing, what everyone else thinks and how she can beat Rupert. And she has to, and she's like, she's mad at Ted. She's like, Ted, like, why aren't you fighting for the team? Why aren't you doing more? Like, fight back. And he's like, he's gonna be himself at the end of the day. There's a reason why his team is on his side. And so, Nate's press conference happens where they're like, what do you think about him going into the sewers? And of course, Nate his ego is so fragile, like, probably due to how his parents treated him throughout his whole life, right? They kind of treated him not poorly necessarily, but he never got the positive reinforcement. I think he only got negative reinforcement growing up. So, he just has this fragile ego where, like, anytime something even remotely comes up where he might feel he needs to defend himself, like, he turns on that mask and becomes this mean person. And it's just, he's so insecure. So, like, as soon as he feels overwhelmed by the situation he's in, and in the press conference, he's probably regretting leaving and going to this team, because he's probably thinking like, oh, I had it good there, but my dumb ego made me, come here. And he has to, like, turn on that mask again, or maybe strip away the mask. You know, maybe the mean person is who he really is. And he has to become an asshole. And it's like he just constantly feels the need to belittle others, you know, maybe partly because of how his parents treated him, maybe partly because of how he was treated initially as like the kit man of Richmond in early days, you know, before Ted came. And so he feels the need to belittle other people to make himself feel better. Like the very first scene, you know, he ignores that one girl that's saying hi to him. He goes to practice and just for fun decides to like call that guy a dum-dum. And it's like that's his only way of establishing who he is in this spot, is being a dick. And he tries to turn that on Ted, and Ted, even though Rebecca is asking him like fight back, he is like not going to compromise that value. He's not going to compromise himself in that way. And instead of fighting back against Nate, he like doubles down. He's like, yeah, I'm so dumb. Like, arguably, I shouldn't be here. I'm not a good coach. like I don't know why I'm still here. And it backfires on Nate supremely. Like, everyone's like, man, we love Ted. F Nate. like he's just garnering this popularity because of his humility, and it's fantastic to see. And even that changes Rebecca's viewpoint. Like, she realizes that, you know, maybe she realizes like her desire to beat Rupert isn't the end all be all at the end of the day, and her trying to change her friend into something that is more aggressive and not him isn't gonna be beneficial, and something she probably wouldn't actually want to see in the long run. But yeah, I don't know. I think it's a strong start to the season. One thing, freaking Roy and Keely broke up, or are in the process of breaking up. You know, Keely was like, we're breaking up. Roy said we broke up. So maybe Keely doesn't want this to end secretly. But then Roy is also not sure if it's the right decision. So maybe they're just like not communicating well at the moment due to their new respective, you know, positions. Roy has a lot of extra work to do because they didn't replace Nate. They didn't get a new coach to replace him. And Keely's got the whole PR business that she's got to go. Like, she's so busy, she doesn't even have time to cry. Like, she has to schedule time to cry in her office. So it's like, of course, their relationship is kind of on the rocks right now. I think they belong together. If it's not her, I would prefer it to be like that random teacher from last season. I thought her and Roy's chemistry was really, really solid. My number one choice, obviously, still Keely. But if you know, if she's moving on to something else, then hit up that teacher, man. Get some, Roy. Like, she's a nice girl. But yeah, I'm very curious. I think the long running storyline in this season, other than like trying to win the whole dang thing, is going to be Ted leaving. Because, I mean, we know this is the last season, right? Like, I feel like this has been obvious, and there's been headlines and all that jazz where, you know, everyone knows season 3 is the final season of Ted Lasso. And we already got Ted questioning in season 1, like, why am I still here? Like, what's the point in me being here? Like, he'd rather be at home with his son. Like, he spent 6 weeks with his son, and he realized, you know, maybe I just want to go home. And then, you know, we're seeing evidence of the team kind of being able to function without him. I mean, he's still incredibly valuable, right? Like, if he didn't take them to the sewers, they'd all still be in their own heads. But, you know, later on in the episode, when like he's like, oh, I should say something, and instead it is not him that steps up, but it's Jamie that steps up and is like, hey guys, like, we gotta let it flow. Like, duck off of water's back. It's showing that like there are leaders in the clubhouse that are stepping up, and Ted is changing the culture of the team without him technically even like having to do it, right? Like, once these values are instilled in these players, like he's getting to the point where he's no longer necessary. And I feel like that's every like coach or teacher's dream, is like, instilling values in someone to the point where like they are self-sufficient in those values and you're no longer required. And so, yeah, so we're getting that, and then like it just seems like the route that the season is going is maybe they win it all in the end, maybe they don't, but at the end of the season, I think he's going home. And then but his ex-wife has a new boyfriend, and that's probably gonna cause some dismay with him this season. I'm very curious to see what happens there. What else? Yeah, other than that, like the big storyline again is the soccer season, football season, and their probably eventual matchup with West Ham in the championship, because obviously that's how it's gonna go. You know, there's gonna be a huge game between those two teams, and hopefully we win. Hopefully AFC Richmond wins. You know, they're gonna defy expectations, and it's gonna be a happy, sometimes sad, but overall gratifying experience, and I'm very much looking forward to watching the rest of the season with you. So, if you liked my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. Again, since this is the first episode of a new season, that uncut will be completely free and public for anyone to check out. And if you're interested in that going forward, then your support would mean the world. But otherwise, that's all I got to say. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.